afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard the Lady Mary for a Port of Seattle tour.
My name is George Blomberg. I work at the Port of Seattle. I work in the environmental section, the Environment and Sustainability Office. What I find really exciting is that if folks are listening to some of the things I describe, and if I'm able to connect those thoughts in a coherent way, they'll find, I hope, that agencies like the Port of Seattle are working to balance environment, jobs, and so it's something that balance wasn't present years ago. And if they miraculously understand that from what I'm saying, that's beneficial. So we've got 99% change here, and about only 13% of the watershed is the way it was plumbed originally. Massive, or very significant change. Nevertheless, 2 weeks ago they harvested 58,000 pounds of Chinook salmon from Elliott Bay and the Duwamish waterway. My point is that despite all of this, we still manage a commercial fishery in Elliott Bay, and it's a sustainable fishery. It's important that we recognize that and think about that as a responsibility. Things are connected to each other, and sometimes that is just curious. I think context is probably an overused term these days in a contemporary way, but understanding the context, like the Ship Canal, or like Elliott Bay, what it looked like 150 years ago, if you understand that context, and if you understand or have some idea of the effects of that past, the effects of that context, then you might be more effective decision maker as a voter, as a citizen, or a resident. Obviously, there's change all around us. The way that change takes place oftentimes might substitute one sort of an industry for another, say heavy industry for knowledge-based industry. The commercial fishing industry, however, has been remarkably resilient. About 70% by value of all the fish, that is fish and shellfish caught in the United States, about 70% of that value is caught by boats and businesses that are located in the city of Seattle. These boats employ, directly and indirectly, an enormous amount of citizens in Seattle and the region. So behind each boat is a banker, a finance guy, an insurance guy, workers, provisioners. The fishing industry and the cargo industry are part of this economic engine. We're fortunate to have it. In the past, perhaps some of that prosperity has been limited. If we could work to evenly just make certain that all people are affected in an equitable way, and they work in a clean, safe environment, and if in fact we can bring them to clean, safe, open space areas like Fisherman's Terminal and other public access sites we built elsewhere in Elliott Bay and the Duwamish, then that's good government, and that people should take pride in that.